Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Seahawk Bowl for tonight's Thursday night lights game between the Redondo Union Seahawks and the North Torrance Saxons. We've got a unique game tonight because of the Yom Kippur holiday. This game was moved from Friday night to Thursday night, so pretty unique for a high school game to be played on a Thursday night, but it's happening all over Southern California, so we'll see how this one goes. I'm not sure there's going to be a huge crowd. I don't see much of the flock, much of the students out here, knowing that they've got to do homework and show up at school tomorrow. Maybe it's held some of them back, but that doesn't mean we're not going to have a great game tonight. The Saxons come in with a 4-1 record. They're 1-0 in the Pioneer League. Last week, North Torrance came away with a nice win. Boogie and Kingston Anatima, the quarterback-brother combination, they're only sophomores, have been leading the charge for the Saxons all year. Last week's game, Boogie found Kingston in single coverage with 46 seconds left to play in the game, and they connected for a 13-yard go-ahead touchdown to help North escape with a 21-14 victory. That was over Santa Monica. In that game, Will Pineda had a nice game. He had a total of 92 total yards. And Jaden Andrade, their sophomore running back, added 78 yards. Giovanni Crabtree ripped off gains of 25 and 19 to begin the drive, and then the Saxons stood tall. A pair of pass interference calls, both on third down, extended the drive before Wyatt Brown's 6-yard touchdown run made it a 14-14 game. North was penalized 8 times for a total of 60 yards. North secondary had a tough task of shutting down Santa Monica's explosive wideouts, Peyton Seals and Anthony Solomon in that game. Seals went for 115 yards, so we'll see how the Saxons defense handles the wide receiver duo of Cadence Turner and Bo Osmus tonight for the Seahawks. The Saxons come into tonight's game averaging 321 yards per game of total offense, led by quarterback Boogie Anatima, who averages 201 yards per game throwing. His twin brother, sophomore wide receiver Kingston, averages 85.6 yards receiving, while senior running back Will Pineda averages 50.8 yards on the ground. You have to go back quite a ways to find the last time these teams met. They last squared off against each other in the 2015 season. The Seahawks won that matchup 26-21 on their way to a 10-3 record and a CIF Southern Section semifinal appearance. So perhaps an opportunity here for the Seahawks to notch another victory over North that launches them into a nice deep CIF run. For the Seahawks, they're coming off an impressive victory last week at Torrance. After a penalty-marred first half that saw the two teams combine for 17 penalties for 130 yards, Redondo broke a 7-7 halftime tie with a commanding ground attack in the second half and cruised to that 35-7 victory. Redondo comes in 5-1 overall, 1-0 in the Pioneer League. They won their 4th consecutive game and have not allowed more than 7 points during that streak. Redondo also registered its 2nd consecutive game of at least 32 points. The rushing attack, of course, for the Seahawks, led by the offensive line of Ernez Creighton, Jasper Lowe, Jonathan Woods, Matthew Ramirez, and Seth Sullivan, ended up positioning the Seahawks for 4 rushing scores, 3 by running back Ethan Mailman, the senior, and the other by Milo Euchre, who came in short yardage and pounded home a touchdown as well. For Torrance, senior running back Malachi Johnson capped a 16-play, 95-yard drive that consumed over 9 minutes with a 14-yard run and picked off junior quarterback Cole Leinert in the end zone. Johnson had 75 yards on 12 carries. Torrance running back, wide receiver Jake Silverman had 5 catches for 46 yards. He added 24 yards rushing and excelled defensively for Torrance, but he ended up not really being a factor. Gibson Turner completed 16 of 24 passes for 107 yards, but had 2 first-quarter interceptions. And, of course, Redondo left a number of points on the board in the first half. Besides the interception in the end zone, Redondo had 3 consecutive penalties that derailed a drive that had gotten them into the red zone, and then had a Cadence Turner 67-yard punt return for a touchdown called back on a penalty. But whatever Coach Ellison said at halftime, the Seahawks came out as a totally different team. 7-7 at the half, but they came out with an up-tempo 6-play, 65-yard drive, all rushing plays that were capped by a 15-yard scoring run by Mailman for a 14-7 lead. From there, Redondo was off and running. As I said, senior Milo Euchre recorded a 3-yard scoring run at the 5:16 mark of the third quarter, and then Mailman scored again on a 2-yard run to give the Seahawks a 28-7 lead with 1:28 left in the third quarter. Mailman ended the night with 105 yards and 3 touchdowns and only 12 carries. The other score was a connection between Cole Leinert and junior wide receiver Bo Osmus for 71 yards that started off the fourth quarter. That was Osmus's only catch of the night, but it went for a touchdown. Leinert finished the night 6 of 11 passing for 146 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Turner caught 2 balls for 47 yards, and senior tight end Chris Safranek chipped in with 2 grabs for 22 yards. The Seahawks offense has increased its game-over-game scoring output for 5 consecutive weeks. That is, they've scored more points than the week before for 5 consecutive weeks. So let's see if they can do that again tonight against North. On defense, senior linebacker Milo Euchre led the team with 10 tackles, followed by senior linebacker Luke Suffner with 8, and senior safety Owen Pepper with 6. I will say Pepper made a number of outstanding open field tackles in that game, including one on Jake Silverman, who has to outweigh him by 40 pounds. He was one-on-one with him and managed to bring him down. So Pepper had an outstanding game. Bo Osmus playing on defense and senior safety Zeke Johnson each recorded an interception last week as well. For Mailman, he has put up career highs in rushing yards for 4 consecutive weeks, and on Friday night against Torrance became the first Seahawk running back to score 3 touchdowns in a game since current Detroit Lion Jermar Jefferson accomplished the feat for Redondo back in 2016. Mailman also notched the Seahawks' first 100-yard rushing game since week 1 of last year when Roman Broughton ran for 117 yards in a 35-0 blowout of Long Beach Wilson. Taking a look at tonight's injuries, senior defensive back Carter Burns, who dislocated his elbow at Torrance, is out, as is senior linebacker Ethan Ebuin, who is feared to have an ACL tear. Still waiting on the final MRI results for Ebuin on that. Sophomore running back Lucian Iglesias, who made his debut last week carrying 6 times for 30 yards, had to leave the game after a hard hit by Silverman and is in the concussion protocol. He will not play tonight. Junior offensive lineman Matt Ramirez, who had a foot injury, and senior place kicker Jackson Blum with a quad injury are both probable for tonight. I haven't seen either one on the sidelines yet, but I think they're both going to suit up tonight. Also want to point out there's a little bit of a race to 100. 3 Seahawks, senior Ethan Mailman with 90, junior wide receiver Bo Osmus with 66, and senior wide receiver Cadence Turner with 62, all have a shot to reach 100 career points this season. The same trio also should break the 1,000-yard mark for career rushing and receiving yards, and it's possible that they all do it tonight. Turner's only 11 yards away from that mark. Osmus needs 88, and Mailman needs 127. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. It's a nice opportunity for them to kind of hit that 1,000-yard milestone in their Seahawk career. Taking a look at the Pioneer League standings, it's strange to say that after all these years of being in the Bay League, but this is Redondo's first year in the Pioneer League, and as we come into week 2 of league play, they find themselves at the top of the standings along with Peninsula and North, all of whom won their first league game. They're all 1-0. Torrance, Santa Monica, and South are all 0-1 looking up. Of course, the top 3 teams in each league get the automatic CIF playoff berth. So that's what all these teams are angling for. If you do finish 4th or 5th, if you do have a 500 or better record, you can petition for an at-large berth, but then you're kind of at the whim of CIF and how everybody else fares. For now, the Seahawks come into this game with a CalPreps rating of 33.3. That's the top mark in the Pioneer, followed by North at 23.0. So tonight's game, you don't want to count on anything, because in high school football any team can beat any other team. But this really looks like the game that will decide the Pioneer League title. Then Penn, even though they're 1-0, comes in with a CalPreps rating of 0. Torrance, which Redondo defeated last week, is at 15.9. Santa Monica is at 1.0. And South, 2-4 overall, 0-1 in the league, is trailing in the CalPreps ratings. They're minus 29.3. So in addition to tonight's game where the Seahawks host the Saxons, Santa Monica travels to South for a 7 p.m. game tonight. Tomorrow, Penn will host Torrance. And that's kind of a unique situation because Yom Kippur begins at sunset, and Penn, which doesn't have lights at their field, is going to start that game with a 3:30 kickoff. So that game will be over before Yom Kippur begins. That's why they're playing on Friday, and the other 2 games are set for Thursday night. Redondo, as I mentioned, has a CalPreps rating of 33.3. That's the highest rating the Seahawks have achieved since CalPreps started its rating system. The previous high was last week when they were rated 29.1 heading into the game against Torrance. CalPreps computers now predict winners. They do so at about a 80% rate. They're really pretty accurate, and they now predict actual scores of the games. For tonight's game, CalPreps gives Redondo a 73% chance of winning and predicts the score to be 21-12. Meanwhile, the Daily Breeze currently has Redondo ranked number 7 in its area rankings and ranks North 1 spot ahead of them at number 6. In addition, Redondo is the number 33 team in the Max Preps LA Metro ratings, while North is ranked number 62. Coach Keith Ellison tonight electing to highlight the play of his offensive line from last week's game and reward them with being captains. So tonight's captains, when they go out for the coin flip, will all be offensive linemen. That'll be Jonathan Woods, Ernest Creighton, Matthew Ramirez, and Seth Sullivan. They did an outstanding job last week, and we'll see what they can do tonight against North. Again, sort of a sparse crowd tonight. Thursday night, the flock is sort of coming in. Looking across at the north stands, sparse over there as well. But we're looking forward to an outstanding game tonight. We're about 13 minutes away from kickoff. In the past couple weeks, we've seen a little bit of trickery now that Cole Leinert is eligible. 2 weeks ago, there was the sort of double handoff pitch back to Cole Leinert, who connected with Cadence Turner on the first offensive play of the game for the Seahawks to put them up 7-0. Last week, Coach Ellison dialed up something similar. Didn't quite work out. It was an incomplete pass. And so now we'll see what happens tonight. It's always interesting now that the Seahawks have 2 legitimate quarterbacks to see how Coach Ellison utilizes that. All right, so I'm going to turn it over now to Kevin Mystery. We're going to first see the Redondo Union High School marching band with the national anthem for tonight, and then Kevin Mystery is going to take you for the rest of the game, handling all the play-by-play tonight. He's done an outstanding job all year, and take it away, Kevin.
Would you please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Redondo Junior ROTC and the playing of the national anthem by the Seahawks Marching Band.
The dark blue sky dusted with clouds as we get ready for this powerhouse matchup. Conditions are great here. 64 degrees, 10 miles per hour wind from the west. These teams get set to play a bit of a chilly night. It'll get chillier as we're set for this matchup. Welcome back to Redondo Sports. I'm Coven Mystery, your commentator. Welcome you to catch the matchup between the Redondo Union Seahawks and the North Torrance Saxons. All the action is live here, only on Redondo Sports.
Good evening and welcome to Seahawk Bowl. For this Pioneer League matchup as Redondo hosts North Torrance High School. Saxons have an overall record of 4-1 and currently 1-0 in Pioneer League play.
RUHS is ready to take the field. Let's see some of the players.
Season also 1-0 in Pioneer League play.
We got Cadence Turner, the wide receiver for RUHS. Cole Leinart, the quarterback. He was a transfer. Luke Suffner, offense and defense. He's a linebacker. Mark Madden, also offense and defense. He plays tight end and linebacker. Bo Osmus, the athlete. He can play wide receiver, running back, defensive back, any position. Micah Smith, D lineman and running back. Chris Safranik, he plays both defense and offense as well. Milo Euchre, linebacker and running back. He's a useful part of the squad. Ezekiel Johnson can play defensive back and wide receiver as well. Ethan Mailman, the star senior running back. Kyle Westbrook, the wide receiver and defensive back. Lots of key players for this RUHS team, guys to watch out for. We get set for the coin toss. Closer and closer to opening kickoff. You see on the right of your screen, players begin to take the fields. Captain's already out in the middle.
Redondo captains this week: 52, Jonathan Woods; 58, Ness Brayton; 72, Matthew Ramirez; 75, Seth Sullivan. Fans, take a look around the stadium and check out all the community support provided to the team. When you visit these businesses, thank them and tell them their advertising dollars were well spent. After the game, come join your fellow fans for post-game get-together at the Henson House in Redondo Beach. It's across the street from Spartan Final on PCH. Speaking of fun, a good time was had by hundreds at the Pancake Breakfast in May, thanks in large part to Grocery Outlet at Redondo Beach for providing much of the culinary needs.
So the captains retake the spot with the squad as we get ready to set up for this gargantuan matchup. We got two really good teams here as the 5-1 Seahawks take the field. This pinked out crowd is hyped for this Thursday night matchup. The sideline is packed, at least on the near side. The red takes the field, and then the white. We're set for this Thursday night matchup. Receive team out for Redondo. They'll receive to start the game. And the Saxons will send out their defense first. 12 minutes on the scoreboard. T at the 40-yard line. We get set.
Daniel Perez to kick off. Number 1, Kate Sterner. Number 7, Bo Osmus deep for Redondo.
So 4-1 Torrance, North Torrance, versus 5-1 RUHS. The ball is away. Takes a weird bounce and will end up as a touchback.
Kickoff bounces into the end zone. Official signal touchback.
So no return on the play.
20-yard line.
They'll start from the 20-yard line. Stack of receivers to the left on this first play from the shotgun. Handoff. You'll get short yardage on the play. Second down. Ethan Mailman on the first down carry. And RUHS will start off with a short gain.
With the tackle. Gain of 3, second down.
Handoff down the middle goes again. He'll dive forwards for more. Third and short brought up.
Mailman, the ball carrier.
So Ethan Mailman twice on first and second down. Brings up third and about 2. Trying to get to the 30-yard line. From the shotgun. A third straight handoff to Ethan Mailman. He's hit around the line, but second effort will take him past the first down marker. New set of downs for RUHS. The chains will move.
Out to the 32, gives the Seahawks first and 10. 32, Cole Moran with the tackle.
So from the shotgun, receivers stacked right. So movement from Caden Cerner. The ball will be handed to Mailman again. He'll be hit around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there. A group on the tackle there.
Mailman, the ball carrier.
Thus far, RUHS has tried to set the tone physically with the ground game. Worked for them last game. They got 4 rushing touchdowns. If they can establish the run game early this game, then hopefully for them, it'll go the same way as last game. From the shotgun, first pass of the game. Cole Leinart will be moving to buy some time. He'll run. Makes the guy miss before he's tackled just around the line of scrimmage. A long loop backwards before he finally made it to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle by number 17, Anthony Macias. Gain of 2. Leaves them down to third down.
So he'll actually turn that to the positive gain. And it'll be third and about 8. Dropping back to pass. He's looking right. It's picked off. Pick 6 for the Saxons. Not the way the Seahawks wanted to start this drive. The defense or special teams team will come back on.
Carries the ball into the end zone, touchdown Saxons.
So the pick 6 on the opening drive. Saxons do not choose to get the ball first, but they will get the first score anyway. So for the extra point, the kick is blocked. The ball will be whistled dead, and the score will say 6-0 for the visiting North Torrance Saxons. So disastrous start for Cole Leinart in this RUHS offense.
Seconds remain in the first quarter of play. North Torrance 6, Redondo Union 0.
Return team comes back on again. Bo Osmus and Cadence Turner back deep.
So just what does one do with craving a romaine cannoli? Naturally, you make a beeline to Sorrento Italian Market in Culver City. For your other cravings of authentic Italian food as well. For a taste of Italy here in the South Bay, try Italian takeout.
So they'll get set to kick off again.
Daniel Perez to kick off.
Emmanuel Perez will kick off, and Redondo will get a second chance. Kick is shanked a little bit, and it'll go out of bounds, not even past the 30. Flags thrown for the free kick out of bounds, and RUHS will get reasonably favorable position to start the second drive.
The illegal procedure against the Saxons, 5-yard penalty. The ball went out of bounds. This is placing
So receivers wide, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, from the shotgun. They'll switch formations. They'll hand it off again. A counter to Ethan Mailman. He finds some room. He'll get about 8 on the play. Leads to second and short.
Ethan Melman. Tackle by number 6, Kingston. Left him up.
Second and 3. They'll give him 7 on the play.
7 on the play, 2nd and 3.
2 receivers wide. Mark Madden, the tight end, lined up next to the line. Another handoff. They'll stick with the ground game. Nothing doing here. 1 at best, and that'll bring up third and short.
62.
Thus far, 1 pass attempt for Cole Leinart, and that's been the pick 6. He'll drop back to pass here. More success here. He'll find the in-breaking route. It's Bo Osmus for a quick first down pickup. That'll move the sticks. So past midfield, this drive already has more success than the last one. I believe it had more success than the last one from the kickoff, though. So that's not saying much.
From the North Torrance 48.
Pink night here in RUHS. The Spirit will try to encourage this RUHS team. A dropped ball is picked up by the North Saxons. He will scoop and score. 2 straight defensive touchdowns. Disaster for the RUHS offense early on. They go for the reverse. The ball is dropped, is picked up, and returned for the North Saxons. A flag is on the play. It is thrown on the defense, the scoring team. However, it was at the end of the play. So potentially it won't affect the actual touchdown itself, but the play after. This is shown by the special teams kick block team staying on the field. Never mind. Looks like the offense will be coming back onto the field. Let's see what this is for. Excuse me, this is not the offense on the field. This is the defense on the field. Numerous players playing on both sides of the ball, so it can be hard to tell. But the penalty will nullify the touchdown but keep the turnover. So we get a first look at the North Saxons offense from the red zone. From the 18-yard line, they start 1st and 10. Dropping back to pass. He's looking to the right side. He's got his man on the out route. 2 quick touchdowns for this North Torrance team. For North Torrance, you can't ask for a better start than this. 2 straight touchdowns.
7 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Excuse me. That was a 2-point conversion. The touchdown did count for the RUHS, for the Torrance North Torrance Saxons defense. They got a scoop and score. Penalty took them back on the extra point or 2-point attempt, so they went for 2 and they got it. 14-0 is the score for the North Torrance Saxons. So RUHS will get the ball back. They got to work on protecting the football here. Kickoff received by Bo Osmus. Weaving through traffic. He'll make it just shy of the 30.
Osmus on the return.
Liner will lead these Seahawks back on the field after disaster the first 2 drives.
1st and 10 Seahawks.
So ball security, obviously an issue. They've had 1 completed pass. They've had some success in the run game. Let's see how they choose to play this drive. Play action pass. He's rolling out right. Dodges a sack. Incomplete on 1st down. He was looking for number 11, Chris Safranik. So incomplete on 1st down. After 2 turnovers to start the game, anytime the ball's in the air and it's not a clear completion, it's heart-wrenching for the coaches, the parents, the fans, and the players themselves. So they'll drop back to pass. Another throw. This one's complete. Good route ran by Cadence Turner. Finding some separation. Should be enough for a 1st down. It will. They move the sticks. So at the 40-yard line again, the line to gain midfield. So motion, they'll hand it off. Ethan Mailman's hit hard after about 2 or 3.
22, Ethan Mailman with the ball.
So this drive, they've tried to keep the ball in Cole Leinart's hands. Ethan Mailman has had success running the ball this game, but Cole Leinart's had a tough time. So they'll have runs, as that's the more successful play. They also will try to get Cole Leinart more comfortable and back into this game. So from the pistol, Dropping back to pass. He'll scramble forwards and slide after about 2. Late hit as he's hit while he slides. That should be a personal foul about 15 yards. He slid for about 3, but 15 will likely be tacked on for a late hit on the quarterback. Vulnerable position when he's sliding.
Personal foul indicated against the Saxons.
So the ball will be moved 15 yards forwards. Dare I say it, some momentum for the Seahawks. 15 yards forward. They'll start from 1st and 10. 6 minutes left to go in this first quarter. RUHS in an early hole, down 0-14. They have the ball here. Handoff will come to Mailman. He breaks a tackle, slips another, and will get about 6 or 7. Solid running from Ethan Mailman. Brings up 2nd and short. So approaching the red zone quickly. California girls pumping this Seahawks team. The song, of course. So 2 receivers out left. Handoff down the middle. Get him closer. He'll be down just shy of the red zone. That'll leave 3rd and about 2. If I'm counting correctly, the 3rd and 2. Running back Christian Zeno will check in for Ethan Mailman for the short yardage situation. Both sides trying to figure something out. Receivers left. Communication from quarterback Cole Leinart. They'll hand it off to Christian Zeno, and he'll easily have the first down. Actually, he hit a brick wall as he had momentum, so he will actually be short. Hard to judge depth from up here on the press box, but that'll be 4th and 1 from exactly the red zone. A bigger group of guys checked in for the Seahawks, as even the quarterback Leinart will check out. From the Wildcat, quick run. He breaks a few tackles. He'll get a lot more. The quick setup catches North Torrance off guard, and the Seahawks will not only get their 1 yard for 4th down, but they'll be inside or just shy of the 10. They'll be at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. That worked well. They might keep the Wildcat formation. That worked very well. So they get bigger guys to get a short yardage run, and it worked well. Same setup, same quick snap. They'll rush to the left. Some lead blocking, and he has some room. Bo Osmus will be inside the 5. 2nd and short. It is not 2nd and goal, but it is very close to the goal. 2nd and about 3 from the 5. So you have 3 yards to go for the first down marker, and 2 to go for the goal line. They'll just keep riding this Wildcat formation. Unfortunately, a false start though as Bo Osmus moves early. Flags are thrown, and though they will dive to about the 2, it'll be taken back. It'll be a legal shift. The man in the backfield will move too early. We'll see if they keep with this thus far successful formation, or if they check in the regular setup with a standard quarterback. It's about 2nd and 8. Cadence Turner will run. Makes one guy miss, but doesn't have a lot of room. Big loss on the play. So 3rd and long now
Carrying the ball.
from the red zone. In a high school league, you have to imagine this as 2 downs to get to the marker or the end zone. So Cole Leinart will check back in. Timeout indicated. About 2:05 left to go in this quarter. Seahawks in an early hole, down 14-0. So the players will take a short rest. 3 receivers to the left, and he's looking that way. Going for the end zone. Flag thrown in the end zone. They got pass interference. He was looking for Caden Turner. A little bit of a hole prevented him from getting to the ball. That should be a new set of downs. And since it was in the end zone, should be half the distance to the goal line.
Pass interference against the Saxons.
So the officials will sort out the play. Pass interference is called.
Still 3rd down.
So keep it at 3rd down. So 3rd and more manageable, about 3rd and 5 to go here. Options are available now to run as well as to pass. And RUHS knows that. A timeout will be called. RUHS will take the timeout
Called by Redondo.
and they will choose how to attack. They're inside the 10 here, trying to cut into this 2-score game. Thus far, we haven't seen this Saxon offense other than a 2-point conversion. So RUHS will look to attack, get a score before we see how this Seahawks defense holds up to keep it to 1 score if RUHS can score. They have about 3rd and 5 here. Strong smell of popcorn making me hungry. Solid atmosphere here, especially for a Thursday night game for some reason here at RUHS. So 2 receivers lined up left. A running back in the backfield. We have Mark Madden, the tight end, on the right. Cole Leinart from the shotgun. He'll hand it off to Christian Zeno. He'll power through. Just shy of the goal line. Let's see if they give him the first down.
Number 25, Christian Zeno.
It's close to that marker.
Brandon Smith.
Looks like they will. So 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
Zeno carries the ball down to the 1-yard line. Gets to the
Minute 40 and rolling. From the Wildcat, ran in easily by Milo Euchre. Milo Euchre will put 6 up on the board for RUHS. A big storyline of that drive was that Wildcat formation. Powering through for big gains in key moments for RUHS. We'll see if we see more of that this game. So 6:14 as we line up for this extra point. Parker Blevins to kick it. Kick is good. 7:14. So RUHS's offense starts with 2 turnovers that led to directly led to touchdowns, then finally finds their groove with a solid drive that ended up in 7. They'll kick off now. And we'll get our first look at this North Saxons offense. I keep saying North Saxons. North Torrance Saxons. The Saxons or North Torrance. This North Torrance offense. Or at least first look of a full drive. Same goes with this RUHS defense. Kick is away. He's tackled just past the 25-yard line. We'll call it about the 26. And that is where the North Torrance Saxons will take over.
25 versus Zeno on the other Seahawks tackles in the play. Turn out to the 26. First down,
Two corners on the left, one on the right. RUHS lines up with three on the defensive line. From the shotgun, they'll drop back to pass down the left side. Hand fighting on the back shoulder throw, and it'll be incomplete. Good defense from Bo Osmus. He plays both sides of the ball, and he plays them well. There he had a solid coverage. 2nd and 10.
Fourth Seahawks, second down.
Heavy RUHS rush coming. And the second down run will get little to nothing.
And up to number 1, Will Pineda.
Linebacker sealed both edges. And he was hit early.
77, Michael.
They'll give him a little bit less than a yard. So it'll be 3rd and about 9.5.
Small gain on the play. Leaves the Saxons 3rd down. 9 yards to go for a first.
Two receivers on either side as well as a running back in the backfield. A little bit of movement from RUHS, but they get back before the free play can happen. Quarterback will run. He'll get hit just short. So it'll be 4th and short. They'll give him the first down, actually. So the quarterback scramble good for 10. And it'll be 1st and 10.
That brings us to the end of the first quarter of play.
So the first quarter is over. 7-14. Redondo Union is trailing 7-14 as the first quarter ends.
Last week, the girls went 5-0, winning the Redondo Coastal Classic tournament, beating our rivals North Coastal in the final. Past Tuesday, Nelson Bendel, Coach Davis, picked up his 900th win overall trophy. Combined boys and girls come out Tuesday night to support the team as they take on Maricosta at Maricosta, 6:30 p.m.
Cheerleaders bring the vibes. We're back to football. Split receivers on 1st and 10. We'll invert the sides, but they are short of the halfway mark of the field. So from the shotgun, he's back to pass. He's looking down that left side. Working on Bo Osmus again. Tight coverage again. That back shoulder will still not work. Second similar play for Felix Avalar. Both well covered by Bo Osmus. 2nd and 10. So 3 receivers left, 1 right, 2nd and 10 from the shotgun. They've been getting the RUHS offense to jump a bunch, but not that time. Slip screen comes out to the running back. After beating his blocker, he'll beat the first down marker. That'll be 1st and 10 from the 48 about. That was number 1, Will Pineda, on the short catch, but long run. So just shy of the 50. Rolling out right to throw. He looks for his guy in the comeback route. Solid coverage. Will be incomplete. 2nd and 10. RUHS has had good pass coverage thus far. Not a lot going through the air for this offense. That was Kyle Westbrook, a transfer from a few weeks ago. Tight coverage on that play. They'll bring up 2nd and 10. Thus far, the first down throws have not worked for the Saxons. Split receivers. The quarterback will run. He'll dive forwards for about a gain of 4. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Excuse me.
Osmus with the tackle.
The defensive back, Bo Osmus, will have a tackle. He's had a few tackles this game, plus 2 pass breakups. So 3rd and 7. Defense chance. Will push this defense to get a stop, get their offense the ball back. Stack of receivers on that far side. The throw from that side. A flag is thrown. Looks like an illegal shift is called. Is that back referee? That'll call that. And that'll push it back to 3rd and 12. So RUHS had jumped a few times without being caught by the center for the Saxons. The center being number 77, Nicholas Tano. But RUHS being disciplined thus far. Dropping back to pass. He's looking down the right side. Looking deep. Tight coverage. That'll fall incomplete. 4th and 12.
Pass downfield intended for Houston and Metro.
Coverage there by number 27, Andrew Couturas. Excuse me, Ezekiel Johnson. Easy to mistake a 7 from a 1 up here. That was number 21, Ezekiel Johnson. And they'll punt it. Cadence Turner set to return it. Punt away. Turner will choose whether or not to touch it, and he will not. So the ball will roll to a stop at about 17, maybe the 18. And with 9 minutes, 51 seconds left to go in the second quarter, that's where the Seahawks will take over from. So I say third try is a charm, and it has been, or at least it was, for the Seahawks. Their third drive, they struck Pater after throwing a pick six and then scoop and score, allowing a scoop and score for the Saxons. Let's see how this fourth drive goes. Move into that right side. Handoff is met immediately, nothing doing there. Second and longer than 10 after the first play goes backwards on the handoff.
Handoff to Mailman. Get in the backfield for a loss.
So clock rolling under 9:20 from the shotgun. Cole Leinart rolling left, looking to throw. He'll find his guy. Bo Osmus got some room, makes the guy miss. Down at about the 34. The original route looked like a curl, but as Cole Leinart bought time rolling left, he improvised and found some room. Big play made. Quarterback and the receiver on the same page. And the catch and run will bring him to the 35. They'll hand it off. This time a bigger gap for Mailman. He'll make a guy miss. Running down the right side, a big gain for Mailman. Oh, the ball is loose though, but it'll squirt out of bounds. A lucky break for RUHS. Roller coaster of emotions there. Big gain for the Seahawks. Then a fumble. But then the fumble squirted out of bounds after multiple chances for the Saxons to pick it up. And the big game will stay. So from the 22, Mailman will get the ball again, take it to the 20.
Hand off to Mailman.
2nd and 8 from the 20-yard line.
Gain of 2 to the 20.
So 2 big gains.
2nd and 8.
Fourth drive, trending well for the Seahawks.
Tackle on the play by number 13, Jaden Andrade.
He'll hand it off again. Mailman will split the defense just inside the 15. That'll bring up 3rd and manageable.
Hand off to Mailman.
They'll give him to the 14. That'll be 3rd and about 2. This pink crowd hyped.
Brings up 3rd down, 2 yards to go for it.
Nothing doing on that play. Milo Euchre will be down, and it will be
Carrying the ball.
4th and about 3.
Tackled by number 4, Keaton Shelton.
So not too much of a choice here.
Brings up 4th.
Obviously, you're not going to punt from the 16-yard line, and kicking is tough from this distance. So they'll bring in running back Christian Zeno, and they'll go for 4th and 4. Cole Leinart gets his instructions. Bo Osmus and Cadence Turner, the 2 big receivers for the Seahawks, will line up to the left. From the shotgun, 4th and 4. Dropping back to pass. In-breaking route, falls incomplete, in and out of the hands of Cadence Turner. So the 4th drive will lead to a turnover on downs.
Pass from Leinart intended for Turner. Bounce is incomplete.
So the Saxons will get the ball back. 6:33 left in the half.
First and 10 for girls, 16. The beach. A bit more by renting a kayak or paddleboard and dive and surf from Redondo Beach. Maybe even scuba diving lessons.
So another opportunity for this Seahawks defense, who thus far has not conceded a point themselves. From the shotgun, they'll hand it off. Quick tackles there.
Number 1, Wilf, handed the ball carrier. Tackled by
Looks like it was
77.
snuffed out by Michael Ricardo there. 77 defensive tackle. 2nd and 10 on the play. Pressure shown for RUHS. They'll back off, only 3 rushing as the quarterback will roll right and throw. Incomplete. Multiple levels of defense trying to stop that on the zone defense. Goes over everyone's heads. Now bring up 3rd and 10.
That sails incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Get low! It's a out!
So it's 3rd down. Seahawk Bull is hyped as they look to get their offense the ball back. So from the shotgun, 3 wide, 3 wide right. He's looking that way. Good defensive play. Number 3, Luke Stuffner, the linebacker, will get a hand on it. Bat that down. Incomplete. The punt team is on. Punt team is on. So the Saxons will punt the ball away off of strong defense from this RUHS Seahawks squad. Defense hasn't given up anything this game. 2 scores for the Saxons have been both defensive scores. The punt is blocked. It's picked up by the Seahawks. He'll be tackled at around the 15-yard line. A blocked punt, and the Seahawks will take over from where they gave the ball away. Big things for the Seahawks. They'll get another chance. 5 minutes, 39 seconds left in the second half. Huge special teams, huge defense. It's the offense's turn now. Two receivers left in a stacked offensive line. They'll hand it off. No, they'll play fake it. He'll throw. He'll find number 11. He'll be down at around the 10. Pitch and catch. Gets it to Chris Safranik, the tight end. So on the play action slide, they'll get about 3. Modest gain on first down leads to 2nd and 7. Bo Osmus and Cadence Turner lined up to the left. Handing off to Christian Zeno. He muscles through. Just shy of the 5-yard line. They'll give it to him at about the 7. The 6. And so that'll lead to 3rd and 2. Which, if I have counted correctly, this is the 4th 3rd and 2 this game. At least for the Seahawks. I probably didn't count correctly, though.
Redondo, 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 for these Seahawks. It's time to get hyped. Staring down the goal line. They'll hand it off again. Christian Zeno muscling forwards. He'll go down in a pile at about the 3. Easily enough for a first down. It's 1st and goal from the 3rd. For the 3rd-yard line.
Zeno carries the ball to the 2-yard line. This is down to first and goal.
The Wildcat formation is back on the field as bigger bodies, Milo Euchre and Brock Herrera, come in. The Wildcat formation, down the gut. Physical running should take him close, if not into the end zone. They'll call him just short.
Milo Euchre, the ball carrier. Stopped just short of the goal line. Second and goal.
Second and goal, they'll try that again. Milo Euchre gets it again. His second touchdown of the game. No indicator on the field though. Potentially a timeout taken before. Let's see how they say this. Encroachment on the defense, they will call. So I believe that was a whistle before the play.
Offside
And
penalty against the Saxons.
It'll be second down, half the distance to the goal line.
Second down.
We'll take them inches away. Same formation. Takes a snap. Now he's got it. Milo Euchre, second of the game. RUHS makes it 13-14 with the potential to tie this game.
Touchdown, Redondo.
So after a rocky start, rock solid defense has given the offense a chance to get 2 more scores and even up the game. Special teams has been good as well, blocking a punt, and special teams will have a chance to tie this game at 14. Parker Blevins to kick. Straight through the uprights, and that's a tie game. Determination showed by the Seahawks. 3:26 left to go in the half, and this game is 0-0 again at 14-14.
Redondo Union 14. Torrance 14.
So the Seahawks will kick off. And again, the Seahawks will also kick off to begin the second half.
Use the discount code located on the ad of the football program to get a second town off.
Parker Blevins set to kick off. It'll be received and run back. He's hit just shy of the 30.
Number 18, Ethan Edwards on the return.
So the return man, Ethan Edwards, will take him just shy of the 30 with 3:18 to work with.
Let's get loud, Seahawks!
Christian Zeno, along with Riley Batista on the tackle. First and 10 Saxons from around 27.
Split receivers from the shotgun. They'll hand it off here. Bottle up very quickly. Not much doing there.
First hit by number 9, Brock Herrera.
Quarterback Boogie Anatemo, excuse me, has second and 11 to work with.
Alright guys, let's give it up for Cheers!
So if the false count doesn't get him, quarterback draw will get about 5 on the play. They've been using that hard count the entire game. They haven't caught them offsides at least yet. But on that play, they almost did. The defensive end's leg was up as he was leaning forwards, but he didn't encroach over the line, and so he's good. So about 7 to go on the play after the quarterback scramble. It's 5. I say scramble, but it was a set play. It was a quarterback draw. Split receivers from the shotgun. 3rd and 5 to work with from the 33. 138 and ticking. Dropping back to pass. He's looking down that right for him, and that've gone well. It'll be 4th and about 1. Looks like the punt team is potentially coming on. As always, the defense will be wary of fakes, but Cadence Turner is back. Punt formation here on 4th and 1. Snap is muffed a little bit, and the punt will be a short punt to about the 43, where it will stop there. So Elijah Taitia punts it. Cadence Turner elects not to return it, and the Seahawks offense will have 37 seconds to work with. From the 43. Offense back on the field, led by Cole Leinart. We'll see how aggressively or passively they play this. This offense has made 2 glaring mistakes this game early on that led to scores by the defense. And so there's obviously a risk, but it looks like they will be going for the touchdown here. Cadence Turner will have a catch along the sideline. He'll get it bounced up in the clock. 33 ticks left to go, and they're past midfield. Solid curl route down that right side. If you can get a 10-yard gain late in the game, that's always good. When you're a 10-yard gain to the outside to stop the clock, even better. So they'll keep the timeout. They have 33 seconds left to make something happen. Back to throw. He'll scramble a little bit, but he'll go down. Sack he'll be sacked for about 1 there.
Quarterback Leinart sacked on the play.
They'll mark it just about the line of scrimmage. So it'll stay at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down from the 48.
Redondo takes their 2nd timeout with the 1st one. Come visit Raising Cane's at its new location in the South Bay.
So a timeout was taken with 25 seconds left. The Seahawks will scout how to play this next drive. They have about 49 yards to go, and consistent field goal range isn't really a factor for this stage of the game. They're likely more reliable throwing it than kicking it.
Mesmerizing views are part of the menu.
So this crowd getting hyped for Fiend.
Consider renting your car from Avis Budget Cruise.
It's time for the Seahawks to give it everything they have. They have 25 seconds for a score. 48 yards to go. They get set. Two receivers left, 1 receiver right. Dropping back to pass. The receiver is hit on the play. No flag is thrown. It was a short route anyway. Wouldn't have gotten much. So 19 ticks left to go. 3rd and long. We'll see if they decide to risk anything, go for one more push, or if they will be content to let this game go to halftime tied.
The pass brings up 3rd down. 11 yards to go for a first.
They've used 2 timeouts in this game, so they should have 1 left if my knowledge of the rules is correct, which it is not always. They will run it, play it more passively. Not even that will Catch defense off guard. Mailman's pushed back. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe just short of that. And that will let this game go to halftime.
Tackle by number 32, Colin Lamb. Clock will wind down.
And the clock will run out in the first half. Tie game as we head into halftime. The action will continue in just about 15 minutes. We'll send it down to the field to catch Redondo Union's amazing dance team perform their Seahawk rodeo. And then the Redondo Union band and guard will follow. 14-14, sending it down to the field.
Please welcome to the field the Redondo dance team.
Here's the RUHS dance team with their Seahawk rodeo.
If we could please get the DJ music turned off for a moment. Thank you. Once again, if we can get the DJ music shut down, please. Thank you. Now the Seahawk Marching Band.
We're back with second half action. Welcome back to Redondo Sports. For all of you just now tuning in, I'm your commentator, Coven Mystery, welcoming you to catch the second half between the Redondo Union Seahawks and the North Torrance Saxons. It's been a pretty even game thus far, at least on the scoreboard. It's been split into two pretty distinct parts. The very beginning saw two Redondo Seahawks offensive drives that led to first a pick six and then a scoop and score. Two defensive touchdowns in a row to start the game. So that was the first part. It was all Saxons right there, and really just all Saxons defense. The offense didn't even see the field for that part of the game. Then the tides began to turn. The Seahawks got a few stops. They got a block kick, and they got two touchdowns in the second part of this game. And that's just pretty much the tale of how the game's gone. Two parts of really just defining how this game has gone, and they equal out to 14-14. It's basically 0-0. One half to play. Another storyline for this game is in the wildcat formation that RUHS has used. Milo Euchre has gotten both touchdowns. He is a running back, but he is not one of the top running backs on the depth chart. He's third on the depth chart for running back, but he takes those direct snaps in the wildcat formation, and that's been key for RUHS on critical downs. They've gotten short yards with that, and they've gotten long yards with that too. So they'll kick off. So this Saxons offense, despite the score being 14 for the Saxons, this Saxons offense hasn't gotten a point yet. It's been all the Saxons defense for the points. So this RUHS defense has had their way with this offense thus far. Let's see if the Saxons can get back to playing their game. 12 minutes to go in this quarter as we get started in the second half action. Parker Blevins set to kick off. We're so back. Deep kick is a touchback.
Kickoff carries into the end zone. Officials signal touchback.
They'll start from the 20-yard line.
Placed on the 21st and 10 Saxons.
Two receivers on the far side of your screen. There's as well one on the close side just out of frame. Snap will be taken and a handoff to start. He won't find much room or any room at all. Lucky if he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Look at him one. Soldier Boy here to pump up his defense, who thus far has not conceded a point. Not to jinx anything. I'm a hockey player, so I gotta be superstitious. Back to pass here. He's looking down the right side. He'll look jump on the throw as the pocket closed on him. The fall incomplete. His intended target was Gonzalez. Couldn't find him. So the safety, Ezekiel Johnson on the coverage. Will be third and long now. Thus far, the place that the Saxons have had the most success has been the quarterback run. The passing game has not clicked at all. The run game has been pretty minimal. Quarterback runs have worked well for them though. Let's see how they play this 3rd and 9. 4-man rush from RUHS. Throws kind of deep and he's got his man. Across midfield, that's number 2. He's got Chole Matele Juarez Jr. If I badly mispronounced that name, which I did, I apologize to the Matele Juarez family. I also said junior, but that's not his name. That's his class. So that's also my bad. Past midfield, it's the Saxons. Encroachment will be called. Those hard counts have been really successful. They've encouraged movement. They've almost got RUHS. They've got RUHS. I think this is the first one where that actually resulted in a 5-yard penalty, but RUHS has been jumpy today. 10:48 left in the quarter. Handoff. He'll stiff arm and he'll get the first down on the right side. That was the running back number 1, Will Pineda. Quick burst of speed down their right sideline. Ten-yard penalty. Take the ball back. So, 1st and 15 here. 10:20 and the clock's rolling. From the shotgun, split 2 receivers on either side. Running back in the backfield. 3 linebackers set for RUHS. They'll all drop back in the zone. Completion to number 8 down that sideline, but Bo Osmus did a good job delaying him. They'll get back to the original line of scrimmage and not much more. 2nd and 10. So, first down completion for the Saxons. Could have been more if not for a good play by Bo Osmus to hold back number 8, the guy who received the pass, Felix Aguilar. Split receivers again from the shotgun. Similar formation, similar for RUHS with a setup of 3 linebackers, but Madden will come down to cover. Nope, he'll rush actually. Down the right side, the quarterback has some room. He'll throw, improvise, he's got a man. That's Will Pineda again. Big gain down to the 20. Quarterback had room to run. The linebacker chose to take away the run, and that gave Will Pineda plenty of room to rack up the yards.
Cadence Turner, along with Owen Pepper on the tackle.
So the rack, the run after catch, will take them to the 20-yard line. 10 for a first down, 20 for a touchdown. The instructions from head coach Todd Kroos. False start looked like there.
Whistles pulled the play again.
See who they got it on. Looks like the offense, and it will be the offense.
1st and 15.
Quarterback dropped back, getting ready to pass before the snap actually came. Just miscommunication. Now it's 25 yards to get to the end zone. 15 yards for the first down from the 25-yard line. Off a first down. 2 on the far side. 2 on the near side. From the shotgun, split receivers. The receivers in view? I think they are, I'm afraid. Yeah. They'll try the split screen again. Will Pineda. He hits his blocker on the way to the 20-yard line, and he'll be stopped just shy of that. So 7:50 to go in this third quarter. 14-14 from the red zone. It'll be 2nd down.
and 11.
Second and 11. Whistles before the snap again. Looks like a timeout. Setting up for the second and long. The play will be blown dead. Looks like by RUHS. So we'll get set for the second and long again. 7:14 on the clock, and it's stopped. As we've seen often from this offense, split receivers from the shotgun. Looks like one-on-one for each, but it's pretty hard to tell, especially with the slot receiver on the far side. It's hard to tell who's assigned him. Both the linebacker and the safety look farther infield. That slot receiver, Gonzalez, will communicate with Avilar. Looks like they're set for this play. 7:05, clock's rolling now. RUHS not moving for the hard count. The quarterback will look to scramble. Not too much doing there. He'll get maybe 2 or 3. That'll lead to 3rd and 9.
Carrying the ball. Tackle by number 5, Mark Madden.
So yeah, again, Anatema
brings up 3rd down.
Carry that ball. Quarterback run has been brought up so often this game. And now it's 3rd and long. Here in the red zone, this offense has not gotten any points thus far. Let's see if they can get a spark. This defense thus far has been dominant. Let's see how they play this. The crowd getting hyped right now. Shotgun snap, he's looking to the left side. He's got his man. He'll be down inside the 10, which looks easily good enough for a first down. First and goal. Chain's no longer needed as they're inside the 10.
Gives the Saxons first and
This
goal.
RUHS defense has bent. Let's see whether they break. Tie game right now, 5:55 and rolling. Three receivers left, one right. Snaps the ball, looking down the left side. Throw for that corner, he's got his man. First offensive touchdown for the Saxons.
Pass into the end zone.
And that's 20-14, awaiting the extra point or 2-point conversion. That's a score for the Saxons, and they take the lead. Play whistle dead upon the 2-point conversion attempt. Let's see why. A timeout was called, I believe. Timeout was in fact called by the defense, Redondo Union. So they got a chance to mull things over with head coach Keith Ellison.
Enjoy Southwestern cuisine at Redondo Beach Institution Coyote Cantina. Happy hour until 7 p.m. every day. For women's health care, look no further than Modern Women's Care, the South Bay's first and only concierge women's care brand. Big thank you to longtime sponsor Providence Little Company and Mary Medical Center for their support of the team and their service to the community.
So we get set for this 2-point conversion attempt. That'll make it an 8-point game, or the score will stay at 6. Multitude of guys in the backfield. They'll switch the formation to have a stack of guys on their left side. They will be looking to throw that way, and it will fall incomplete, it looks like. They will call it a touchdown. The ball was bobbled, but it was picked up before it hit the ground. That will be a successful 2-point conversion for North Torrance, as the call is on the field.
Officials rule a completed pass on the 2-point conversion.
So that's 22-14, an 8-point game with 5:29 to go in the third quarter.
Redondo Union 14. Wind up deep for the Seahawks.
Set to kick off is the Saxons. This RUHS offense will look to get back to end of first half form as opposed to beginning of first half form. So the first drive of the second half for this offense, they'll receive this kick. When comes to Bo Osmus, and he'll field it. Cutting down the middle, try to bounce it out. He'll be down in about the 34, and that's where this offense will take over from.
We got 2 more. We're looking for a second down on the win.
So 5:22 to go. Down the middle. Not too much in there, but it'll be second and about 7. More generous spot than I had originally thought, and it will be about second and 5. Solid gain for Ethan Mailman. Motion from Cadence Turner. Number 18 will not follow him completely, indicating zone coverage. And a timeout will be taken by Redondo again.
Hey, you want to go with it?
Really just using these timeouts here.
Field called by the Seahawks.
Saw something they didn't like. Maybe they saw something they did like. Now they will adjust how they attack after this 30-second break.
Start building your future in aviation at Sling Pilot Academy in Torrance, the fastest growing flight school in the United States.
So they get set to retake the field.
Self-stored as a ball when you find yourself running out of space.
Cadence Turner will take that right side. Bo Osmus will take that left side. The two cornerstones of this offense. So now from the shotgun, Mark Madden in motion. Second and 5. Throwing quick slant just short of Cadence Turner. throw is in and out of his hands very fast. Doesn't look like he got laces on that. Looks like it slipped out of his hands. That'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Big pass brings up 3rd down, 5 yards.
4:40 left to go in this third quarter. One-score game, 14-22. The North Torrance Saxons lead the Redondo Union Seahawks. Dropping back to pass, he'll float it to the outside. Bo Osmus will get 2 feet in bounds. Beautiful catch by Bo Osmus. Left nothing to chance there. Got 2 feet in bounds. 2 feet clearly in bounds. Protected the ball, and that'll move the sticks. So approaching midfield, but not quite there yet. Here's the Seahawks on 1st and 10. Two receivers out right. Ball is handed off to Ethan Mailman. He'll get 3 or 4 there before he's tackled. Ethan Mailman had a solid game last week, rushing for 3 touchdowns. For a huge rushing day for RUHS in general. He hasn't quite found the same success here, but rushing has been the cornerstone of the offense this game. Just been mixed in with Mailman, Zeno, and the Wildcat with Milo Euchre. North Torrance made the trip this week. Big crowd there. Solid crowd for RUHS for Pink Night. You can see Pink washed through this crowd. Solid vibe. Another timeout will be charged.
Timeout called by the Saxons.
This time by the Saxons. So 2nd and long for the Seahawks. 3:52 left to go in this quarter. We'll get a 30-second break.
Seahawks fans and all members of the community are invited to join us at a post-game get-together.
I say we get a 30-second break like we have commercials yet. We're working on it. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the Saxons huddle. They're the ones who call the timeout. They're the ones who either saw something they didn't like or saw something they did like. They have to have a plan here to attack this RUHS offense. Stack of receivers on the right, one on the left. He'll fake the handoff. He'll get outside the pocket and just barely misses the receiver in and out of the hands of his receiver, Bo Osmus, as he throws on the move. So that will leave 3rd and about 7, we'll say. The North Torrance Saxons got to find a way to keep Cole Leinart in the pocket. He's been able to buy time pretty consistently, just barely getting outside of the defensive ends. So 3rd and 7, he'll drop back to pass. This time he'll rush forwards. He'll slide after getting the 1st down. His 2nd run this game. First one, he drew the personal foul penalty. This one, just as good. He'll get the 1st down. So, smoothly, suavemente, this RUHS team will be inside enemy territory. The handoff will come, and Ethan Mailman will dive forwards to the 35-yard line. Good running there. Upbeat, this RUHS offense is moving. Looks like a guitar symbol on the audible there. Another run for Ethan Mailman. He'll be inside the red zone here, just past the 30. That'll be a new set of downs. Beginning to find his groove here after the big game last week. See if we can get back to it.
Pete Shelton with the tackle. Mailman's run gives Redondo first and 10 at the Saxon 29.
Give it to the ball to him again on the counter. He'll get maybe 4 there. Good running. We'll set them up nicely for second down. So 2nd and 6 here. 2:48 left to go in this third quarter. Lots of timeouts have been called, lots of stoppages of play, and feels like it's been going on a while. Just how we like it, more football. Just how I like it, at least. It means you guys have to listen to my voice. Receivers out to either side. He'll hand it off down the middle. I believe that's Christian Zeno, and he dives forwards for 3. Clock rolling. We'll hit about 2:15 and keep going. This is still the third quarter. So 3rd and 4 here. Receivers on either side. He'll hand off the ball again. Christian Zeno, who stuffed just short, so 4th and short.
Zeno again with the ball. Picks up a couple, carries the ball to the 20.
Won't be enough for the first down. Let's see if the coach decides to put in the Wildcat, which has been good for short yardage situations. No immediate personnel change, and with multiple timeouts already being used, I imagine this is the personnel we'll see for this 4th down. So Christian Zeno will be the running back. Receivers on either side, as well as 2 tight ends. The handoff goes to Christian Zeno, and he'll have the first down, but he's hit hard. Looked like a mouth guard fell out of his mouth. Looks like it should be enough, though. Mailman will check in, giving Zeno a high five after Zeno did the job there on 4th down. Number 5, Mark Madden checks out, perhaps to turn off KSI's new song. Just kidding. So run the shotgun. Handoff, another counter. And that's Mailman speeding forward just inside the 10. We're knocking on the door here. 1-score game, 40 seconds and counting. 40 seconds and ticking. And a player is down for RUHS. That's number 11, Chris Safranek, the tight end and defensive end. Key player for both ends of the ball for RUHS. Not a good sign for them. Thus far, knock on wood, an injury-free game for the most part. This is the first one.
Do me a favor and scoot down. Fill in the empty space in front of you.
Seahawks are packing by the field. Get them ready to get absolutely hyped. We're in the red zone. Got 2 yards to go for the first down. Got about maybe 10 yards to go for the end zone. They are hyped. Student section is all by just right near the field. Ready to bring the energy to this team. Hoping it will translate to an electric play. Let's see how it goes here. So see, it's pretty dark out here in the night. Some motion, and a handoff will go. He'll slice through the pile. He'll get to about the 8-yard line.
Handoff to Mailman.
Tough to see whether they'll call that first or he'll be stuffed. It's looking like he'll be stuffed. Safranek checks back in for the Seahawks, a very good sign. Clock is stopped for some reason. Stopped at 11. Looks like a timeout was taken for someone. Unless they are measuring the 6 right now, which they might. This is pretty close.
This is taking a look at the spot that'll ask for timeout.
So the officials will take the timeout so that they can use the sticks to measure the ball. I don't know if you guys wanted to gamble in the comments, but betting odds for the ball being short or good enough for Chris. Let's see. Definitely looks close with the fact that he hasn't immediately popped up for the spot. They will call first down. First down for the Seahawks. So this Seahawks offense is down 8 points right now. 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's a one-score game. They'll look to get the score before the quarter ends. Excuse me, the clock will start running again because there's no actual timeout taken. And so the clock will end at the third quarter. 14-22. The Saxons lead the Seahawks. The Seahawks are knocking at the door.
Next Friday, October 18th versus Santa
They're
Monica
ready
Vikings. Kickoff is
for this
scheduled for 7
first
p.m.
and
at
goal.
Santa Monica High School.
12 minutes to go in this absolute thriller. Redondo Beach versus North Torrance.
Slated for 7 p.m. right here at Seahawks Bowl. November 1st is homecoming as well as senior night. Please plan to join us to celebrate our 26th Seahawks season.
So, first and goal. Sides are inverted, and now the Seahawks knocking on the door on the other side, looking to get the ball from green grass to red grass. From the shotgun, the handoff goes to Christian Zeno. He's stuffed around the 9. He'll probably get back to the line of scrimmage is where the call will likely be.
Tackled by number 1, Pineda. 11:32, Moran.
So the Seahawks running back was tackled by the Saxons running back, Pineda. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Yeah, you'll lose some yardage, and so now it'll be 2nd and 10 to get to the goal line. From the shotgun. To throw, looking for Bo Osmus on the outside, going up for it, incomplete, tight coverage. Bo Osmus was on the other side of the tight coverage earlier on those 50-50 balls. Now he's on this side of it, the offensive side of it. Results the same as in it's incomplete. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Seahawks are 1 touchdown and 2-point conversion away. It would sting to settle for 3 here. So I imagine they'll treat this as two plays to get 10 yards. The handoff goes down the middle, and he'll be down at around the 10. Who's that? Was that Christian Zeno? I believe that was Christian Zeno on the run play down the middle. So that'll be 4th and 5. 4th and 6.
Brings up 4th and goal.
It's a big moment for these Seahawks. Two cornerstones of this offense, Bo Osmus and Cadence Turner on the outsides. They will throw the ball wide open. Chris Safranek for the touchdown.
Pass from quarterback Cole Weiner complete to number 11.
From injured to the end zone, Chris Safranek on the play fake will be wide open in the red grass. And that will make it 20-22 with RUHS getting a chance to tie this game up. And look who's back. It's the Wildcat formation again. Wildcat personnel back on the field. He'll throw the ball. Another touchdown. Another time in the end zone. Two-point conversion. It's Brock Herrera. Throwing it from the Wildcat. Cadence Turner will throw to Brock Herrera. It's 22-22. 0-0. 10:40 left in the game.
Remain in the contest. Redondo Union 22, North Torrance 22.
Absolutely tough game on a random Thursday night. I'm hyped.
Parker Blevins to kick off.
So Parker Blevins will kick off. This Redondo Union defense will look to keep it tied and get the ball back to the offense. The Upman will receive it. And he'll get tackled shy of the 25. Miscommunication from the Saxons. And their drive will start from pretty far back. 10:34 left to go on a stopped clock.
Saxons from their own 23.
So this Redondo Union defense is only allowed one touchdown themselves.
You have your person in your hand and share that with others and people.
Oh, it's powder time in RUHS.
Everyone scoot down for me. Scoot a few rows in front of you.
From the shotgun, receivers on either side.
Seahawks, make sure you're stepping in front of you.
Quarterback will throw, incomplete. Pressure in his face, maybe they got a hand on it.
Pass intended for number 2, goal, Teali Juarez.
So, hype moment for this pinked out crowd.
All right, Seahawks, run down. 10, 9,
From the shotgun,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
quarterback will run it as the powder is thrown. Quarterback run gets a chunk. Should be good for a first down.
Quarterback came and carrying the ball. It's now to the 30-yard line. Picks up first and 10 for the Saxons.
So pink powder was flying, and so was the Saxon quarterback. Receivers on either side from the shotgun. Here's first and 10 as the Saxons attempt to build a drive from the 23 originally. He'll hand it off and it'll be dropped. Dog pile in the middle. At best for the Saxons, it's a loss of yards,
Covered up by the Saxons.
and that will be the case. Loss of yardage on the play, but lucky they got that fumble back. 2nd and 12. Tie game with 10 minutes left to go in this game, or at least in regulation time. Same even split of receivers we've seen all day.
Hey, Seahawks, it's a tie game. Let's get
Seahawks linebackers will back off, leaving a 3-man rush. Going deep, he's got his guy. Just barely beats Bo Osmus, and he's got a chunk down inside the 15.
Pass complete.
Beautiful throw, layered it above Bo Osmus. He's playing shallow coverage.
Osmus with the tackle.
Osmus eventually tracks him down, but they're easily inside the red zone, knocking on the door to take the lead once more in this game. Redondo Union has not led in this game, and the Saxons look to keep it that way by taking the lead of their own.
First and 10.
It's defense time. Run play down the middle will be piled up instantly. Flag is thrown as Luke Safranek was in on the tackle.
And off to Andrade. Micah Smith, along with Chris Safranek on the tackle. Penalty flag
say
off
with
the
me.
field.
Let's go, defense. Let's go. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
So as they get the flag sorted out,
Indicated against Redondo.
see where the ball ends up moving.
Let's go. Last one. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
So the ball will end up moving forwards for a defensive penalty, 5 yards.
Penalty half the distance to the goal. Puts it at the
That'll
7.
be half the distance to the goal line. Now it's second down. They're at about the 7-yard line. So they close in from the 14 to the 7. Now it's a big moment for both the offense and the defense. Offense has got a lot of options. They've been able to throw over the defensive backs' heads. They've been able to quarterback run it, and they can always run it from in tight. Let's see how they play it on first down. Looking to throw down the left side. He's got his guy deep in the end zone. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch. That'll put the score at 28 to 22
Pass into
for
the
North
end zone.
Torrance.
Saxon touchdown.
Good depth on the throw by the quarterback. Led his guy
Catch.
perfectly. Let's see. They've gone for 2-point conversions every time they've scored thus far. Let's see if the pattern continues. Looks like it will, and it will. Stack of 4 guys on that left side. Let's look for a trick play, a screen, or a flea flicker. They might just go for a quarterback run here, though. They will go for a quarterback run. He will be pretty close, and it looks like he'll be in. So a 6-point game.
Getting the net to carrying the ball into the end zone. on the
Excuse me, an
2-point
8-point game.
conversion.
It is an 8-point
9
game.
minutes, 4 seconds.
30 to 22. 9 minutes left in the quarter. Redondo Union down 1 score. Will get the ball back. It's crazy to think the difference between Redondo Union being down 8 or being up 8 is quite simply the first 2 drives from the Saxon defense. It was a very strong display of how good this Saxon team can be. And they look to get back to that as their defense will retake the field. Bo Osmus and Cadence Turner will return the kick. And they will look to lead this Redondo Union team back to the end zone. Ball will stay in, and it will go for a touchback. Skirt of the sideline, and it was pretty short. Could have gone either way. Could have, it was pretty risky to choose to not receive that, but it ended up being the right choice as it'll get him 20 yards to take him to the 20. One score, all that separates Redondo and this leading North Torrance team. And Redondo will get the ball. They break the huddle with Coach Keith Ellison, and they're locked in. Moving on the line, they'll try a trick play. Cadence Turner on the edge. He's got some room to run. A flag is pulled though as he makes a few guys miss and is down at the 40. Flag is thrown though. It's looking like this will come back. It will hold on the offense. Bring up first and 15 instead of a big game. RUHS crowd let them hear it with the boos.
Holding penalty puts the ball at the 10-yard line. 1st and 20.
Excuse me, the holding was 10 yards. 1st and 20 now. 8:40 and ticking in this game. Sub-screen thrown and dropped. He faked the swing out to Ethan Mailman, went for a quick slip screen. Couldn't be hauled in by Cadence Turner. They'll have 2nd and 20 here. As like that will blast.
These talking out of their neck, I swear no coughing out of your mouth. Way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. BOT, the money, power, respect.
So big yards needed here, and they're backed up in their own end. Looking to throw. He's got his guy on the outside.
Pass from quarterback liner complete to Turner.
So a catch to Cadence Turner, and he fell out of bounds. Stops the clock at 8:30, but it's 3rd and long now.
Brings up 3rd down. 9 yards.
3rd and 9. The clock will not stop. It'll keep rolling, actually. My mistake. This passing game has not just found its groove like it does in other weeks. They haven't been able to take the top off this North Torrance defense yet. Dropping back to pass, here's Cole Leinart to try to do just that. Some jersey tug that this crowd is looking for. They didn't get any of that. And so it'll be 4th and 9. Decision to be made for RUHS. The Boobers are out here in this Thursday night game. So no yellow flags thrown here.
Brings up 4th down for the Seahawks.
That should bring up a punt. It will. Plenty of time. Clock is stopped due to an incompletion. So plenty of time. But the defense now needs to stop. Pressure on the RUHS defense here.
Deep for the Saxons.
Punt is away. Fair caught. So on the 47, he had some room, but he decided to fair catch it. So 7:52 to go in the game. 1 score lead for the Saxons, and they have the ball as well. Surprise, surprise, we get split receivers again. 1st and 10 from just behind the midway line of the field. So from just behind midfield, heavy RUHS rush, quarterback run will get him about 2. 2nd and 8.
Carrying the ball. Luke Suffner with the tackle. Game 2, 2nd down.
Dropping back to pass. He'll evade Brock Herrera down the left side, and he'll find an open receiver. Open receiver is drilled down the sideline, but that's a 1st down. Good pursuit by Brock Herrera there to flush the quarterback out. The coverage didn't match the rush, and that still resulted in a first down. Good throw by the quarterback, buying time.
First and 10 Saxons at the Redondo 36.
That was Boogie and Atema. So split receivers once again from the shotgun. Heavy rush coming. The run will find a little bit of room down the outside, and he'll tumble just shy of the red zone. That'll be good for about 5 on the play, maybe 4.
Will Pineda, the ball carrier.
They'll give him 4. So 2nd and 6.
Turner, along with Johnson on the tackle.
Redondo Union needs to stop here, and they know it.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Clock is still rolling. We're at about 6 minutes here. So he'll hand it off down the middle. Stuffed by the Redondo Union defense.
Pineda, the ball carrier. Michael Ricardo, along with Kyle Euchre on the tackle. No gain on the play, brings up 3rd down. 5 yards to go for a first.
Critical 3rd down. This crowd knows it, the defense knows it, the offense knows it. Let's see who wants it more. Heavy rush coming for that quarterback. He tries lofty for a slip screen. Risky play doesn't pay off. It goes just over his head. That'll lead up to 4th and medium. No point in punting here. Well outside of high school field goal range. It's looking like a critical 4th and medium.
Saxons 4th down.
However critical that 3rd down it was, double it. This is a big play here in this game. This 4th down. 5:06 to go in the game. 1-score game. This determines whether the Saxons keep marching to the goal line or Redondo gets the ball back to try to even out this game. Big play. Timeout will be taken. It will be by the Saxons.
Timeout called by North.
Maybe they were scared because it wasn't an even stack of receiver on either side. There's 3 on the near side and 1 on the far side. They've been running 2 and 2 the entire game. Pretty sure that's it and not like actual strategy. Fourth and medium. Big moment. Let's see which side of the ball steps up more. Curious to see whether they will drop back, play it safe, or rush heavy against this quarterback. Only 3 on the line. They will rush 5. Quarterback will look to scramble. Now he'll look to throw. He's got his man. Beautiful throw. Stepping up in the pocket while throwing, he found his receiver. That is well played and hard earned for this Saxon offense.
Pass play gives the Saxons first and goal.
That goes to Nicky Gonzalez, and that leads to 1st and goal. Trying to expand it to a 2-score game. Feels like lately for this RUHS defense, when the rush gets home, the coverage can't keep up. When the coverage is keeping up for a little bit, the rush can't get the quarterback down and can't buy the coverage enough time. So let's see if they can get the two working together. 4 on the line here. They'll hand the ball off. He's hit and he's down at about the 2. He's definitely down before
Milo Euchre with the tackle.
the goal line. Milo Euchre gets a tackle. That'll be 2nd and short. Goal line situation. From the same formation. They've showed this formation a few times this game. They'll snap the ball. They'll hand it off to one of the up men of it. Looks like he's in the end zone, and he is. That's a touchdown for number 13. That's Jaden Andrade. And that's a 2-score game. 3:38 left for RUHS. It's desperation time.
Touchdown Saxons.
The Saxons look like they will keep up the pattern and go for 2 again. Same formation. And the formation will shift into a wildcat formation. He'll run down the side, give a little stiff arm, it'll be chopped down, pushed out of bounds. Nothing doing there. It'll be a 14-point game.
2-point conversion.
So 2-point conversions will not be
3 minutes, 38 seconds
a
remaining in the contest.
focus for Redondo Union.
36, Redondo Union 22.
That's one less thing on the plate, but they still got plenty to worry about. They need 2 scores, and they need to stop in between then.
Along with Euchre and Johnson.
Time's getting short, though, so if they don't have enough time, if they get a score, but time still runs off the clock, they will almost definitely have to use an onside kick. So scoring's hard enough. Scoring twice is hard enough. Scoring twice and recovering an onside kick is going to be very difficult for this Redondo team. Kickoff is taken back a little bit for a personal foul. And so that's a little bit more of a field advantage for Redondo.
Unsportsmanlike penalty against the Saxons. Penalty spots the ball at the 20
Hey, Keith,
for the kickoff.
tell them they put 1 on the other side. They put 1 on the other side. All right, well,
So Emmanuel Perez will be set to kick off as they sort out this kickoff. Finally.
Correction here, we'll put it at the 25.
So they will get set to kick off. 3:38 left to go, 2-score game. Seahawks are going to have to really step it up. Kick is away. Right to Bo Osmus. He fields it and he'll take it past the 40.
Osmus on the return.
3:33 on the clock in the first quarter.
First and 10.
So it's $1 million baby. Desperation time. Split receivers here. Lionheart to throw. Yes, Caden Turner. Quick completion, good for short yards, and a clock stoppage as he gets hit out of bounds. So 3:31 to go. Solid play, get 3 yards, stop the clock.
Steps out of bounds at the 44.
Stop the clock with 2 seconds. 2-second play is pretty impressive. It's hard to wrap your head around how fast ball was snapped switch to the laces, thrown to the outside. The tackle is made. 2 seconds is incredible. Back to pass. Looking down the right side this time. Just over the head of Bo Osmus. The Cole Leinart connection with Bo Osmus here just hasn't quite been clicking. So it'll be 3rd and about 7. Usually Bo Osmus is really hard to defend, but credit where credit's due. The Saxon defense has done a very nice job on him. So dropping back and pass Cole Leinart on 3rd down. He'll hit Cadence Turner on the catch and run. More catch than run here. And that will bring up 4th and 3, but a flag will be thrown. A little unnecessary on the hitting. He looked already down. And so that will tack on some yards to what was initially short on the play. If it's a personal foul, which it looks like due to the flag being thrown after the play, then it should take them up past the 40-yard line. That would be huge for Redondo. It will, in fact, take them past the 40. Personal foul.
Unsportsmanlike penalty against the Saxons.
Penalty call was unsportsmanlike.
He's been ejected from the game.
And he has been ejected. Takes sportsmanship very seriously. Going deep. Connection still hasn't been there. Bo Osmus, Cole Leinart still not on the same page. Flag thrown. Holding will take it back. I believe it's 10 yards in this league.
Holding indicated against Redondo.
So Redondo will get it, and it will be past. Well, Redondo will keep the ball, but it will be past the 45-yard line. 3:15 on the clock. Back to pass. Big hit on the play. Defenseless receiver. Receiver couldn't get his head around. The moment he turned, he's lit up high. Cadence Turner is down on the field. High hit could potentially be a head injury.
That's ridiculous, man.
Flags are thrown on the play. Cadence Turner will get up. A very good sign for Redondo fans and good human beings alike. 3:10 to go. Likely a personal foul. Pretty big hit on a defenseless receiver. Also high, potentially to the head or neck area. So those will play into a potential personal foul call. Ethan Mailman checks into the game. Looks like Turner will take a rest, and it's well deserved. In hockey, that's called a suicide pass. You give your person a pass, and in tracking down that pass, they face the puck or the ball in this case, and they get hit when because they can't see the other side of what's coming at them. I'm sure there's a similar term in football. I believe it is also called suicide pass. But that's a tough injury.
2 penalties on the play, holding against Redondo.
They'll get holding on the play
Foul against the Saxons.
for Redondo, and then the personal foul.
Penalties offset.
Penalties will offset even though they don't mean the same things. Personal foul is usually 15 and holding is usually 10, but the penalties will offset on that play. If there's ever a time for Cole Leinart to lock in and get that connection with Bo Osmus, now's the time. Cadence Turner is not on the field for this play. They need 20 yards for the first down. They need 46 yards for the end zone. and then to get to the end zone again. So it's time for them to go big or go home here. Bo Osmus in the slot on the right. Throw a screen to him. He's got some room to run. Breaking tackles. He'll keep going down shy of the 20. Beautiful play call. Clock is rolling, so they'll try to hurry up here. But that is a big catch and run. It'll move the sticks on 1st and 20.
Here's the ball down to the Saxon 22-yard line.
So Saxon 22-yard line. Seahawks ball. Under 3 minutes now to play. From the shotgun. Cole Leinart looking down the outside. Just too short for his intended receiver. He's looking for Bo Osmus there as well.
Osmus, the intended receiver.
.250 to go, 2nd and 10. A 14-point game, RUHS 22. The visiting Saxons 36. Bo Osmus motions to the slot. A handoff in a reverse will get the ball back in Bo Osmus' hands. He'll push the pile. Be about a 5-yard gain there.
Carrying the ball.
Maybe 4. Looking
Way down to
5
the
on the play.
17-yard line.
Just 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Clock rolling down to 2:30. Back to pass. Slant thrown to Bo Osmus. He's inside the 5, down to the 3. Clock rolling to 2:20. Timeout or a clock stoppage somewhere.
It's Redondo 1st and goal from the 4.
Or the clock will keep running, actually, as the ref signals. But a personnel change will put the Wildcat back on. Milo Euchre pushing forwards again, looking for his 3rd.
Euchre the ball carrier.
Heavy pile there. Will lead to not too much there. Look at a few, and it's about 2nd and 3. 2nd and goal. Milo Euchre looking for his 3rd touchdown. Good tackling there, has him just short, maybe at the 1. So 3rd down. Redondo looking to just set up and keep pounding away here. Not a very generous spot. They'll have the ball. Milo Euchre trying again. He's short again.
Time that Euchre with the ball.
Clock will still keep running until a timeout is taken.
Timeout called by Redondo.
On cue, a timeout is
Their third
taken.
Final timeout of the game.
I should be a coach or an announcer or something. So the Seahawks have a big 4th down. They need a score here. They need more than a score, but a score here is an absolute necessity. The big thing that will make most of the difference, let's see whether they will decide to go with the Wildcat setup again, with Milo Euchre taking the direct snap, or if they will decide to go with the standard personnel of Cole Leinart. Cole Leinart is coming in to the huddle, indicating it'll be Leinart who gets this 4th down snap. Different directions they can go with this. Slant game has not been off for the Seahawks. That's an option, of course. They also have corners, which had corner routes, which have worked well, just this game in general for both sides. They obviously have the option to just power run, QB sneak, lots of options like that. And they have options to also spread it out and show both before they make the play.
Let's make some noise, Seahawks!
So from the shotgun, pink pom-poms waving right now. This crowd is hyped. A timeout will be taken by the Saxons.
Timeout called by North.
They likely planned during that timeout by preparing for the Wildcat, and the Wildcat did not come there. 1:39 to go here in this fourth quarter. 2-score game. Redondo, 4th and goal from very close. Though this will not determine the game whether if they score. If they do not score here, it's essentially game over. Butterflies in the stomach. Here is the big play. Stop clock at 1:39. This is a big moment in the game. Wildcat formation is out. Milo Euchre, he's good for his 3rd touchdown.
Euchre carrying the ball into the end zone.
The Milo Euchre show today. 3rd touchdown will bring it within a score. Looks like they will kick this. They'll kick this with Parker Blevins. And then Parker Blevins will have an equally, if not more important job, which is the onside kick right after. One thing at a time, here's the extra point. Extra point is good. So it's a 7-point game. RUHS is down, and they're kicking off. So they need to scheme for a way to get the ball back.
Touchdown. 1 minute 38 seconds remains in the contest. North 36, Redondo 29.
Doesn't look like the Redondo Union Seahawks have any timeouts left. The hands team is on for the Saxons. Here's Parker Blevins for the onside kick. It's fielded by number 23 of the Saxons. That's Elijah Taisha. Again, I apologize to the Taisha family if I had messed up that name. So that should just about do it for RUHS because I do not believe they have a timeout. They might be able to force a kick if they can get a stop, but play call should just be runs. The box should be stacked for Redondo. They should stack the box. I believe they have to run plays here. I don't think they can go into victory formation just yet, but I for sure can miscalculate. I did miscalculate. Victory formation for the Saxons. They'll take a few more knees. And that'll be it. So a hard-fought game. The big difference ultimately was the very beginning of the game. The Seahawks getting the ball twice to start the game, and actually 3 times because of 2 straight defensive touchdowns to start the game. The game would then go in the Seahawks' favor. The Seahawks would get, I believe it was 14 back. And the game would stay 14-14 through the half. And the Saxons would strike with a touchdown first drive of the second half. The Saxons would get another. The Seahawks would strike back for 1, but they couldn't get one more. And the final score will end up 36-29 as the Saxons celebrate. So the Seahawks go down to 5-2 as the Saxons improve to 5-1. A hard-fought game, absolute thriller right up to the very end in the victory formation. Great effort from both sides. Saxons ended up taking the edge just because of two little plays. Not little, two big plays, but such a small chunk of the game. The two first plays of the game were Saxons touchdowns, and that ends up being the difference. Final score 36-29. So a great game was played tonight, and I definitely enjoyed that one. On behalf of the entire Redondo sports team, we thank you for tuning in tonight. Remember to catch Jeff Mailman next Friday for a live away game against the Santa Monica Vikings, which is going to be a huge game. Definitely be sure to tune in to Jeff. He's a fantastic commentator. He's going to do this a lot longer than I have. Just show him some love next week, next Friday, against the Santa Monica Vikings in Santa Monica. Here on Redondo Sports YouTube, we thank you for checking in today, and we hope you check in next week. This is Coven Mystery, your play-by-play commentator. I'm signing out. Good night.
Copyrighted telecasts may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent from Ironclad Digital. Redondo Sports would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.